Hi students, welcome back. In this session, I am going to tell you about human male reproductive system. Before we go into main topic, you need to learn about how to draw a neat labeled diagram of male reproductive system. So let me draw. So I am going to draw a diagram. So male reproductive system. Human male reproductive system. Actually, this is urinary bladder, so don't confuse. This is urinary bladder. These are testicular lobules. Testicular lobules. So let's see the parts. So this is testis, and vasa deferens. This one is urinary bladder. Urinary bladder. This is seminal vesicle. Seminal vesicle. Prostate gland. Prostate gland. This one is bulbourethral gland. Urethra. This one is urethra. Narrow sugar extension called urethra. Glands. Penis. This one is penis. Vasa efferentia. Vasa efferentia. This is epididymis. 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 Testicular lobules. Testicular lobules. This one is also already noted. Vasa deferens. So this is the ureter. This one is ureter. Okay. This is the whole diagram of male reproductive system of human. So let's see. In male reproductive system, two testes are there. So two testes, pair of testes. Okay. And these long tubes are called vasa deferens. Vasa deferens. So this is called vasa deferens. This one vasa deferens. And on the side it is also called vasa deferens. So vasa deferens also called two vasa deferens. Okay. And next these two are seminal vesicles. Seminal vesicles. And next these two are prostate gland. Prostate gland. This one is prostate gland, and this one is bulbourethral gland. So there is two glands. What are they? Prostate gland, bulbourethral gland. Prostate gland. This is prostate gland. This is bulbourethral gland. And next, a narrow passage in the middle is called urethra. And this whole structure is called penis. The last part of the penis is called glans penis. And a layer. This is called foreskin. One is foreskin. Okay. So this is the diagram of male reproductive system. So let's see. In human male reproductive system, the following parts are present. So what are the parts? First one, testis. Next, rete testis. Epididymis. Vasa efferentia. Vasa deferens. Seminal vesicle. Next, prostate gland, bulbourethral gland, and penis. So these are the parts of male reproductive system, human male reproductive system parts. So first one is testis. Next, rete testis, epididymis, vasa efferentia, vasa deferens, seminal vesicle, prostate gland, bulbourethral gland, penis. So these are the parts which are included in the male reproductive system. So let's see one by one. I'll explain these parts one by one. Okay. First one, testis. Testis are male. So these are male reproductive parts, right? So testis is the male primary sex organ. So male primary sex organ is called testis. So it is a primary sex organ. Primary sex organ. This is primary sex organ. It's okay. I will explain one by one. So let's see. First one, testis, right? So testis is the primary sex organ. So testis is the primary sex organ. They are paid. So there are two testes are present. Paid. Wait. 2. And the shape is oval. So they are oval in shape, right? Oval in shape. Oval in shape. Next, the location. So the location is they are suspended in the outside of the abdominal cavity. Actually, they are not present in the abdominal cavity. So actually, they are present outside the abdominal cavity. They are suspended. They are suspended within a pouch called scrotal sac. This one is scrotal sac. So they are suspended outside the abdominal cavity within a pouch. Within a pouch is a testis. Is a testis within a pouch called scrotal sac. Scrotal sac. Why? Because actually there is a reason. The reason is in the testis, sperm cells are produced. Sperm cells are produced by a process called spermatogenesis. Right? By a process called spermatogenesis. So in the testis, sperm cells are produced. So these sperm cells are called male gametes, right? So these sperm cells are produced in the testis by a process called spermatogenesis. The spermatogenesis require low body temperature. Actually, they require low body temperature. Sperm cells actually they are not tolerate high temperature. So they should maintain a low body temperature. That's why these testes are located or suspended in the outside the abdominal cavity within a scrotal sac, within a pouch called scrotal sac. This scrotal sac maintains low body temperature. So they help in the maintenance of low temperature. So that's why these testes are located or suspended in the scrotal sac. Actually, the temperature, low temperature, right? Low temperature. That low temperature is 2 to 2.5 degrees centigrade. It is actually lower than the actual internal body temperature, right? So 2.2 to 2.5 degrees centigrade. This temperature is maintained in the scrotal sac. That's why the testes are located outside the abdominal cavity within a scrotal sac. So that's the actual reason. Now, these scrotal sacs are attached to the abdomen through a lingual canal. Linguinal canal. So scrotal sacs are attached to the abdominal cavity called linguinal canal with the help of linguinal canal. Okay. Next, this testis testes are surrounded by an envelope called tunica albuginea. Tunica albuginea. So testes are surrounded by an envelope called tunica albuginea. Tunica albuginea. This tunica albuginea forms septa. This septa divides testis into lobules. So tunica albuginea is the envelope which surrounds the testis. This tunica albuginea forms septa. divides testis into lobules. Testis into lobules. See? So this is the testis section, right? So in this testis, surrounded by a tunica accuginea, forms septa. This septa divides testis into lobules. So each one is single lobule. Okay? Into lobules. Each lobule, testis contains 250 lobules. Actually, each testis contain 250 lobules. Each lobule contains 1 to 3 highly coiled tubes called seminiferous tubules. Highly coiled tubes called seminiferous tubules. So in these lobules, how many seminiferous tubules are there? 1 to 3. 1 to 3 highly coiled seminiferous tubules are present in each lobule of testis. Okay. Let's see seminiferous tubules. Let's take some 1 to 3, right? 3 seminiferous tubules and cut into the transverse section and see into the section. It looks like this. Let me draw the diagram. Okay, seminiferous tubules. Now we are discussing about seminiferous tubules. Seminiferous tubule. Each seminiferous tubules contains are actually surrounded by a germinal epithelium. Actually, this is germinal epithelium. Germinal epithelium, which contains number of undifferentiated cells. Undifferentiated cells called spermatogonial mother cells. Spermatogonial mother cells. So the seminiferous tubule is lined by a germinal epithelium. This germinal epithelium contains undifferentiated cells. They are not differentiated into particular cells. So they are undifferentiated. They are called spermatogonial mother cells. Spermatogonial mother cells. These spermatogonial mother cells are and also spermatogonial cells and Sertoli cells. So germinal epithelium contains spermatogonial mother cells and Sertoli cells. These spermatogonial mother cells are divided into meiotic division. They undergo meiotic division forms spermatozoa or sperm. So this spermatogonial mother cells undergoes divisions and forms spermatogonian cells. These spermatogonian cells undergo meiotic division, form spermatozoa and sperms. These sperms, so sperms are produced in the seminiferous tubules of seminiferous tubules. These seminiferous tubules are located in this. Actually, these seminiferous tubules are located in the testis. In the testis. Seminiferous tubules are located in the testis. Right? So each seminiferous tubule contains germinal epithelium and spermatogonial mother cells. And next, now these spermatogonial mother cells undergo meiotic division, forms sperm cells, right? So sperm cells are produced in the seminiferous tubules. These seminiferous tubules are located in the testes. So sperm cells are totally produced in the testes. Understand? And next, these seminiferous tubules, testis is divided into how many lobules? 250 lobules. How many lobules? 250 lobules. Right? Each lobule contains 1 to 3 seminiferous tubules. These seminiferous tubules open into this part is known as epididymis. Right? So epididymis. So seminiferous tubules are opened into epididymis through a network. This looks like a network. So through a network called retate testis. So seminiferous tubules are opened into epididymis through a network-like structure called retate testis. So this epididymis is a highly coiled narrow tube. So seminiferous tubules are opened into a highly coiled narrow tube called epididymis. So this epididymis is now opened into a long, narrow. This one is narrow, long, highly muscular tube called vasa deferens. Again, so testis. So testis is divided into how many lobules? 250 lobules. Each lobule contains highly coiled tubes called seminiferous. Each lobule contains highly coiled seminiferous tubules. Each seminiferous tubule opened into a epididymis. This is epididymis. These are feminine. Okay. Open into epididymis. Epididymis leads into a long, narrow tube called vasa deferens. This vasa deferens, this one is present in both sides, right? This is long, narrow tube called vasa deferens. This long tube called vasa deferens. So vasa deferens actually starts at the tip of the epididymis. of the epididymis and passes through the abdomen, and extends and loops over the urinary bladder. This is urinary bladder, right? Loop over the urinary bladder. Now, this vasa difference, this is totally long to this vasa difference, right? So this vasa difference, this is actually, right, seminal vesicle. Actually, seminal vesicle, it receives the duct of seminal vesicle. This seminal vesicle opened into a vasa difference through a duct. So, this vasa difference and seminal vesicle form a common duct called ejaculatory duct. These both vasa difference and seminal vesicles are opened into a common duct called ejaculatory duct. This one is ejaculatory duct. Common passage is called ejaculatory duct. This ejaculatory duct opened into a urethra. This ejaculatory duct opened into a urethra. It's a long, middle, narrow cavity called urethra. So urethra is a common passage of the reproductive system and along the urinary system and reproductive system. It's a common passage for urinary system and reproductive system. So through this urethra, sperm cells are passes through the outside, and also urine passes through the urethra and opens into the and passes to the outside. Okay. This one is urethra. Now this urethra opens into a penis. This is penis, right? Urethra passes through a penis and opens in the urethral opening. This penis is surrounded by a fold of skin. Called foreskin. So totally this is about the human male reproductive system. Yes, once again I'll explain. So there are two pairs of testes. Pair of testes. So there are two testes are present on outer side. Actually they are located suspended in the outside of the abdominal cavity in a pouch called scrotal sac. Each testis is divided into lobules. How many lobules? 2 lobules. Each lobule contains 1 to 3 long, highly coiled tubes called seminiferous tubule. Each seminiferous tubule opened into a narrow coiled tube called epididymis. Each epididymis is leads into a long narrow tube called vasa deferens. This vasa deferens receives a duct called a duct of seminal vesicle. So the seminal vesicle duct opens into a vasa deferens. Forms a common duct called ejaculatory duct. This ejaculatory duct opens into a urethra. This urethra passes through the penis and opens into a urethral opening. So this penis is the external genitalis. Actually, this is the penis is the external genitalis. It is surrounded by a thin fold of skin called foreskin. The end of the penis is called gland. So this is about the male reproductive system of human. Now let's see the passage of sperm cells. Sperm cells in the reproductive system. So actually penis helps in the transfer of sperm cells. Sperm cells from male reproductive system to the vagina of the female reproductive system. So it transfers the sperm cells into the vagina of the female reproductive system. So penis is also called as the external genitalis of male reproductive system. Okay. Next, passage. So sperm cells are produced in the seminal vesicle of the testis, right? So testis. So sperm cells are produced in the seminal vesicles of the testis, and these sperm cells are transferred from start from seminal vesicle and next vasa efferentia, openedial vasa efferentia, vasa efferentia to testis. Sorry, let's begin it. Testis. Next, vasa efferentia, vasa efferentia. Next, epididymis. This is the passage for sperm cells. Passage for sperm cells. They pass it through they start from the testis and pass it through the vasa efferentia and leads into the epididymis, and next vasa deferens, and seminal vesicle, vasa deferens, ejaculatory duct. Next, urethra. Vagina of female. Vagina of female. This is the passage. Sperm cells. Passage of sperm cells. Okay. So this is about the male reproductive system of human. Now I show you some pictures of male reproductive system. So let's see. This part is testis. This is the section of the testis. So see. So these are the lobules. These are the lobules. So this is the testis, right? This is this testis. Testis is located in the sac called scrotal sac. So this testis is surrounded by a envelope called tunica albuginea, which forms septa. These are the septa. So see, these are the septa, which divides testis into many lobules. Each lobule contains how many seminiferous tubules? 1 to 3, right? So these are the highly coiled tubes called seminiferous tubule. So this is the seminiferous tubules. Each lobe contains seminiferous tubules. In the seminiferous tubules, right? So this is single seminiferous tubule. Seminiferous tubule. Section of the seminiferous tubule. Seminiferous tubule is enclosed, is surrounded by a layer. So this is the seminiferous tubule layer, germinal epithelium. So this germinal epithelium contains undifferentiated cells called spermatogonial mother cells. These are the spermatogonial mother cells. And Sertoli cells. These are Sertoli cells. Actually, these territorial cells are gives the nourishment for these spermatogonial cells. So these spermatogonial mother cells divides. See, this is the division, right? Divides and forms, divide mitotically, actually mitotically, meiotic division, and forms a spermatozoa or sperm cells. So let's see. These are the sperm cells. So these sperm cells are produced in the seminal vesicle. These seminal vesicles are present in the lobules of testes. So this one. So these seminal vesicles opens into what? Opens into a network-like structure called rete testis. Let's see. Rete testis opens into. These are vasa efferentia. Vasa efferentia. So vasa efferentia opens into a tube called epididymis. Okay, this one is epididymis. Okay, this is the structure of testis. Structure of testis. This one is the section of the male reproductive system. So whole section of the male. See, these are the testes. Testes are located in the abdominal cavity. No, these are located outside the abdominal cavity through a scrotum, through a scrotal sac. This is the scrotum. This is testis. Okay, testis. External genitalis is called penis. So this one is penis. Okay, penis. So let's see. This is the urinary bladder. Urinary bladder. So urinary bladder, and this one is a seminal vesicle. Seminal vesicle opens into a so this long tube is called vasa deferens, right? Vasa deferens and seminal vesicle form a common opening called ejaculatory duct. These structures are called prostate glands. This is prostate gland. This one is bulbourethral gland. So prostate gland opens into ejaculatory duct. Urinary bladder opens through a long tube-like structure, long passage called urethra. This one is urethra, right? Urethra. These are prostate glands. And this one is rectum. So male reproductive system actually present in between the urinary bladder and rectum. Okay? Rectum. So actually I already said that urethra is the common passage for urinary system and reproductive system. Okay? Reproductive system. So this is the common passage. So urinary bladder, after the filling of urinary bladder, urine passes through the urethra. During copulation, the sperm cells travels from testis through the vasa deferens and opens to the urethra. So through the urethra, there passes through the penis and outside the external urethral orifice. It opens into the external urethral orifice. So this is the whole structure of section of the male. Section of the male.